Welcome back to the next video. In today's video I will show you how to upload a file using GraphQL with Apollo server and GraphQL upload library to AWS S3 bucket. So let's get started. So firstly, here is my GraphQL server running on localhost 4000/GraphQL. This is my mutation of upload picture. It takes an file. So this is an upload data type which is defined in GraphQL, and it takes a file. And if you see over here inside variables, you will have to use the same same variable which you have defined it over here. You can select a file. If you click on select file, it will just open your OS file picker, and you can select any image file or whatever file you want to. I am selecting an image file. So here is, as you can see, I have already selected a file. And also inside headers you will have to add this Apollo require pre-flight equal to true, and this is because so I will show you the documentation why this is required. But once you click on this upload profile picture, I can't really show you the URL, but trust me, it gets uploaded. And once the image is uploaded, you get a pre-signed URL for that image which has been uploaded to AWS S3. So why are we using this? Okay, Apollo require pre-flight. So if you see the documentation, so what the documentation says is, so I'll just minimize this. Okay, so what the documentation says is the GraphQL upload package has a known CSRF vulnerability. So we are using this package, and it is turned on by default in version 2.25.4, but we are using Apollo server versions 4. So Apollo server version 4. So we can ignore this. So you must update to Apollo or later to ensure CSRF prevention. So given that we are using Apollo server version 4, CSRF is already enabled for us. And if you are uploading an image from a client, so here you can see it says that if, for example, so this package is mostly used on React.js or Next.js or React Native side when you are trying to use this upload thing from your client app. So inside headers it says that you can use this to create an upload link. So that's why we have to use this header to overcome this CSRF prevention. Okay, so let's get started with the code. Let me quickly show you the code. So first, inside I have created a Node.js project. Inside that I have created a package.json file, and if you see, I have added the start script as well as dev script for my node index.js. Then I have added Apollo server. Then these are three S3 libraries which we require. So we require this client S3, lib storage for uploading it to S3, and request pre-signer because we want the signed URL once the image is uploaded. Then I have also added this course. Then .env because all my AWS credentials as well as Postgres credentials are stored on inside this .env file. Next I am using Express GraphQL. We also have to use GraphQL upload. Then I am using PG because I am using Postgres, and this PG HStore for Postgres as well, and SQLize which is an ORM. And these are not like these things really doesn't matter, but I wanted to show you an end-to-end example. That's why I'm using it. These are not really related to uploads, but yeah, these are more related to queries and mutation of normal JSON data. Next, just do an npm install. Next, inside schema so here first I will show you this model of user.js. So again, this is not again related to file upload, but I am just showing you. So I have just defined a user. Okay, it doesn't really matter. Then here inside schema.js, so the important thing is, firstly make sure you have this GraphQL extension installed, this GraphQL from GraphQL Foundation. And whenever you are defining type definition for GraphQL, you have to add it inside this tick. I am not sure what this is called, but apostrophe I don't know really, but anyways, once you add this tick, and here you will have to add this hashtag GraphQL so that the extension will know, okay, you are writing some GraphQL code over here. The important thing first for GraphQL upload files is you will have to write this scalar space upload, which is a data type of type scalar. And if you see over here inside my mutation, I have added this upload profile picture file colon upload, again we are referring to this, and profile picture over here. And if you see of type of profile picture, it just gives you a profile picture which will in our case it would be the pre-signed URL which we will get from AWS S3, because once we upload the picture we need to provide the client app a pre-signed URL so that it can display it inside a web app or a mobile app, whatever. Okay, so this is important. Rest, like, these are part of my previous tutorials, so if you want to know you can watch my previous tutorial for that. So only part important is this scalar upload and type mutation. You will have to upload profile picture, file upload profile picture over here, and type I have defined a profile picture. So if you remember, I was using same thing on GraphiQL as well. Next, you will have to go to index.js. So if you want to see the database code, this is like this. Again, this won't be used for GraphQL, for uploading the profile picture. Okay, but anyways I'm showing you guys. Next, you will have to import .env. We require Apollo server, Express middleware, then our types definition, then Sequelize as well. Again, Sequelize is not used for file upload. User is not used for file upload. Again, you need to have CORS as well. Then Apollo server, plugin, drain HTTP server, import Express, import HTTP. Then you have to also import GraphQL Upload Express from this library, GraphQL Upload / GraphQL Upload Express.mjs. And then we require the S3 client as well as the get object command from AWS SDK client S3. We would need the get signed URL, and we need the upload thing as well from AWS SDK lib storage. Now here you can see this is my bucket name which I'm getting from my env file. Then I have constructed my S3 client for AWS S3 by passing the region, access ID, and secret access key. Next, you can ignore this query for now. The important thing for you guys is this mutation of upload picture. Okay, so once we are uploading a picture, so if you remember, we were passing the argument as file, so that is also important when you are passing it from GraphiQL as well as while defining it over here. Like, this name can be anything, but it has to be consistent everywhere. So we are getting the arguments which we are sending from our GraphiQL or from our web app or whatever it may be. Then from that we are awaiting file.file, from which we will get create read stream as well as file name. Now from the file name I am just getting the file extension. Okay, and if there is no extension, then I am just appending an extension. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm getting the so file without extension will contain the, so suppose the file name is abc.jpg, so file without an extension will contain abc, file extension will contain jpeg, and I'm appending a timestamp. The only thing why I'm doing this, because I don't want my file to be overridden if you are uploading a file with similar name in the future. That's why I'm just appending the timestamp. If you want to ignore this, you can do that as well. Next, we have to create a params of bucket. So bucket name, key, full name, which is your file name in short, and in body we use create read stream. And because we are using create read stream, we have to use this upload from AWS SDK lib storage. Okay, and here you have to now define your upload, which takes S3 client as well as your params. And once upload is done, you get a result. Okay, this result contains everything like the file name, bucket name, all those kind of things. And if you want, you can pass something like result.bucket name or result.file name, something like that, but I already have the bucket name and full name with me. That's why for getting the pre-signed URL, I am directly passing it over here. But if you want to make use of the result object, you can use that as well. Then we have to use this get signed URL, pass the S3 client, pass get object command, and you can add an expiration time as well. And once we get the download URL, we are just sending back the profile picture. So if you remember, inside schema.js we are using profile picture. That's why we have to use it over here as well. Okay, next, here I'm this is again for Sequelize, it doesn't really matter. So here I'm creating our Express app. Here I'm creating an HTTP server. Then here you will have to use this app.use GraphQL Upload Express. And here I am passing our creating our Apollo server, passing the type definition, resolver, as well as this plugin. And here you can see don't ever do this of CSRF CSRF prevention :false. It was just for my debugging purposes. You should always use that header which I have specified, that pre-flight header. Okay, and here as you can see, I'm starting our server. Then I'm using app.use/GraphQL, passing course, Express.json as well as Express middleware, and here I'm just starting our HTTP server and console logging it to the terminal. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.